Hollywood, nobody is safe from scandal and controversy. Let's take a look at Taylor Swift's controversial relationship with Matty Healy.
Crunchy time.
Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to take a look at Taylor Swift's controversial relationship with Matty Healy, because this relationship was bizarre, honestly. But first, I just want to say that if you guys enjoy this type of content like Hollywood, deep dive, celebrity relationships, feuds, controversies, scandals, stuff like that, then it would really mean a lot if you would subscribe to my channel, because it is my #1 dream in life to be a YouTuber. I love making these videos for you guys more than anything, so if you enjoy this type of content, it would really mean a lot if you would subscribe. So Taylor Swift, I feel like we all know who she is by this point. One of the most popular singers in the world at the moment. And Matty Healy is the frontman of the band The 1975. The two briefly dated in May of last year, and that ended rather quickly when a lot of Matty Healy's past dirt and comments that are derogatory started coming back to haunt him. We are going to get into all of that, but first it's important to take a look at where they started, because the two of them, Taylor and Matty Healy, were actually rumored to have been dating in 2014. So towards the end of 2014, Taylor was seen attending the 1975 concert with Ellie Goulding and Selena Gomez. And I believe this was not too long after Taylor and Harry Styles broke up, whatever thing they had going on. If you guys want to see a video on that, let me know. But you know how these things work when you're a big celebrity like Taylor is and you're newly single. The tabloids will do whatever they can to try to get any information they can to string together a story or string together a dating rumor. In December of 2014, a source that was close with Taylor spoke to Us Weekly, saying, "It's very new and they're having fun. They're seeing where things go." And according to this same source, Matty Healy was pursuing Taylor and frequently texting her, which I don't know what kind of point they were trying to get across with that info, but to me it sort of sounds like Matty was super interested in Taylor and she wasn't really interested in him back in the same way. However, Matty Healy denied the Taylor Swift dating rumors, and then in March of 2016, there was a bit of like a low-scale scandal because Matty came out with a statement which Taylor Swift's fans didn't take kindly.
I'm not gonna lie, but Matty, whatever you want to call him, gives me the biggest ick. With all these dating rumors between him and Taylor Swift, let us not forget what he said a few years back about Taylor. Back in 2016, there was also dating rumors between Matty and Taylor, and when Matty was asked about it, this is what he said. "If I had properly gone out with Taylor Swift, the first thing I would have thought was, fucking hell, I am not being Taylor Swift's boyfriend, fuck that." He also went on to say that's also a man thing, a demasculating, emasculating thing.
He said, "So the one time I did have a flirtation with a girl, it ends up going everywhere. I got on E! News and people were like, 'Who's Matt Healy?' So that was cool. But I didn't make a big deal out of it myself. It's not really anything to talk about, because if she wasn't Taylor Swift, we wouldn't be talking about her. She wasn't a big impact on my life." Alluding that if he were to go on and date Taylor Swift, it would be emasculating. Now, he was getting a lot of backlash for these comments, and Taylor Swift's fans were grilling him on this. He ended up coming out with a statement and said, "Now, I may admit to being an idiot on occasion, but I am not a misogynist. This suggestion makes me really sad. I was, for a very short time, immersed in a celebrity world that I found confusing and scary. At that time, I had fears of being somebody's boyfriend." Remember, this is all speculation as we never dated, before even being recognized for my music or presence as a person in my own right. I didn't even date Taylor, but the media's incessant and brutal obsession with her has meant that even a guy who didn't date her has been so battered by their never-ending questions that he's inevitably said something that can be lifted and molded into something that resembles shade. It's really sad. So between then and May of 2023, not a lot happened involving the two together, but Matty himself faced a lot of scandals. He's been accused of being misogynistic, basically all the ists he's been accused of being. So in April of 2023, it was announced that Taylor and her boyfriend Joe Alwyn, who she had been with for 6 years, had broken up. In early May, it's reported that there are rumors that Taylor and Matty Healy are an item. A source claimed that Taylor and Matty are dating and that they're going to go public with their relationship when Taylor's Nashville Eras shows are over that weekend. The source also said, she and Matty are madly in love. It's super early days, but it feels right. They first dated very briefly almost 10 years ago, but timings just didn't work out. Taylor and Joe actually split up back in February, so there was absolutely no crossover. Both Matty and Taylor have been touring over the past few weeks, so it's been a lot of FaceTiming and texting, but she can't wait to see him again. Fans noticed that on May 3rd at the 1975 concert, Matty Healy mouthed the words, "This one is about you. You know who you are. I love you," on stage during their concert. And then apparently 2 days later, on May 5th, Taylor's fans saw her mouth the same exact sentence. So some time goes by, and a few days later, it's confirmed that they are in fact in a relationship. But Taylor's fans had a lot to say about her new beau. Because, like I mentioned earlier, he had been super problematic and controversial in the past, which pretty much goes against what Taylor's image is all about. So her fans were wondering, why is she dating this man? Plus the fact that her being in a relationship with someone who's been accused of all these things and like the evidence is there isn't really a good look on her part, and it could sort of tarnish her image.
In 2020, during the George Floyd protests, Matty Healy was accused of using the Black Lives Matter movement for his own financial gain. After he tweeted, "If you truly believe that all lives matter, you need to stop facilitating the end of black ones," sharing a link to his music video using it to promote one of his songs. Matty Healy was also accused of thinly veiled Islamophobia when criticizing religion, and shared a screenshot of a tweet to his story that said, "You start dating a Muslim girl and then boom." In an interview with two women, he said that he was surprised that they were actually asking good questions because of how pretty they were. When the host said that it was offensive, he said, "You're like a pretty girl, I'm gonna have certain stereotypes." More recently, in 2023, he was criticized for doing a Nazi salute with his left hand while on stage, saying, "Thank you, Kanye, very cool." His supporters argue that he intentionally made the gesture with his left hand and did it as a critique of Kanye West's anti-Semitism. While many Jewish people and critics argue that it's never appropriate to do that gesture, that regardless of his intentions behind it, it was perpetuating anti-Semitism.
A sound clip from that February, so just a few months before, of Matty on the Adam Freeland podcast started circulating on the internet, where Matty was heard saying very derogatory comments about Ice Spice. And since this clip started circulating on the internet, all the other clips of him saying these horrible things started circulating on the internet, and people were just wondering, why in the world is Taylor Swift dating this man?
I believe this was in February. He did a podcast where he was saying stuff like this about Ice Spice. Inuit Spice Girl, this chubby Chinese lady. Like, what? Just shut up.
That's right.
Like this rapper.
She's the rapper
that
from
has
the Spice
one-
Inuit Spice Girl. Just this chubby Chinese lady. Yeah, I rap and music. Do they talk like that? Do Inuits talk like that?
They don't talk with a Chinese
They
accent.
talk like a more Hawaiian style.
He later apologized during a show saying, "I just feel a bit bad. I'm kind of sorry if I offended you." Well, it's not like, "I'm sorry I did these things or said these things or I don't mean these things." It's like, "I'm sorry that you are offended." It's just shut up.
Sorry if I've offended you, and like Ice Spice, I'm sorry.
And by June, it was announced that they had broken up. And to be honest, this was the best thing that Taylor Swift could have done, because that man was coming real close to ruining Taylor's reputation and her image. And I feel like she dumped him like just at the right time before any permanent damage was done. And that summer, Taylor Swift and Ice Spice ended up coming out with a collaboration song together. So they teamed up. They were like, "Forget you, Matty Healy," which I think that is a power move, to be honest. But what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments. If there's any other video requests that you would like me to do, let me know in the comments, or you can DM it to me on Instagram. Also, I needed to tell you guys that my uploading schedule is going to change a little bit. I've been uploading since the beginning of this year. I've been uploading every single day, once a day, 7 days a week, which I love doing. Like, when I tell you, I wish I was doing this full time, like for a living, but I'm in school right now, so that's a little bit too much. But my new schedule is going to be 4 or 5 times a week, like maybe 5, but no less than 4. Just for the time being, until I'm like done with all this craziness. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about all this. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not yet subscribed. And I'll see you guys. Ooh, I was gonna say see you tomorrow, but now that I'm not uploading every day, what should I say in my outros? If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. But I'll see you later.